Okay, this will be a little bit of a side tangent from the research of mudflood Tartaria. This will be what you would call mud fossil, or gigantic biology research. Yeah. I cited Stellium7 previously, where he went over this feature here, how it could possibly be a large oliphant or mastodon. I highly recommend you going and looking at that channel. Again, this would be Motzgo in South Spain. And real quick, what video is going to be is how we posit that possibly these type of features were all maybe possibly large living creatures, gigantic biology, maybe large trees. The buttes out west, maybe large trees. This is what this tangent research video is going to be about. Hope you enjoy it. Again, it's kind of related to the whole realm Earth, flat Earth research, reset research as well. I'll cite Ovid's Metamorphosis. I always say that I believe mythology is depicting real events, and it's called mythology just to throw us off the trail. Not getting into that too much, but again, this will be gigantic biology, possibility of geology being gigantic biology. And just throwing some evidence out there for you to research. I'm not saying one way or the other. I am not a geologist. I am not a biologist. I am a researcher who is interested in the subjects and trying to put things together and putting it out there for you to see as well and make your own conclusions. I am not making any firm I guess you'd call, I don't know, hypotheses about any of this. Again, I'm just putting it out there, showing the path, and you can walk it if you want. If not, don't watch the video. Here we go. So Stellium7 is a good place to start. Watch the playlist of Unveiling a Titan. Love that name too. Titans, Colossus. I'll cite real quick the game Shadow of Colossus and ICO, PlayStation games. I believe that's how our realm used to look, just to get a visual of how things are. Look up a trailer of those two games, Shadow of the Colossus and ICO. Very, very interesting. So we've already laid groundwork on Stellium7. I will stand on him for his work, saying that this is possibly an eye of the mastodon, and he looked inside all of this. He went inside there and explained how that possibly could be cavities from a living large oliphant or mastodon. Very, very interesting and extremely cool. So in searching through the Google Earth, I'll just say that I'm gonna use a shortened, for brevity sake, Google Earth will be referred to as GE. For brevity's sake, and for I just don't want to use their name, whatever. So that's in southern Spain, Motzgo. Strongly urge you to look that up. Now, just perusing myself, I love looking at GE and looking around Antarctica and all that stuff. So I came upon these islands. I've heard of them before. And then you start looking at it really closely on GE. And words have meaning. That's a... Oh, is it going to close on me? I apologize if this program closes. It's an old tablet. So Elephant Island. Keeping in mind what we talked about with Stellium7 and how words have meaning in this bizarro upside down realm. I'm going to speak in use terms as if you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to get in a tangent and have to explain everything. Sometimes I usually do that. So again, keeping in mind Stellium7 and the research that he did, keep it. What is it? First, number one, what's the shape? What does that look like to you? And the name of it also. I mean, possibly, I'm not saying it is, possibly. Willing suspension of disbelief here, apply it. and just be able to think about it. I'm not saying it is, but what if? Maybe a smaller one right there. Clearance Island. Mom. Little one. I don't know. But they certainly look like that. A little bit. If they were petrified a long, long time ago and erosion has taken place. Then a massive eddy right there. Interesting. And this is just to get you thinking in a certain way. I'm kind of firing from the hip here. I have a general outline, but I want to get through this pretty quickly because last time I tried making a video this last time and it cut out at 28 minutes. Usually it's 33 minutes like Quantum of Conscience always cites. Anyway, so Elephant Islands also, again, words have meaning. A herd of elephants, South Pacific. Now at first glance you say, now I understand, at first glance that's obviously a volcano island, but just look at this. Again, the shape, okay? Again, the shape on its side maybe. I understand that this all can be composite images and it's out there. If we can see it, they know it's out there. Again, willing suspension of disbelief, and if this is real images, it's very interesting, I think. Understanding that it could possibly be all fake. But again, this is an island, and why would they if it is that, why would they go through the hassle of making something look like that? Obviously, you know what I'm getting at here. If you don't, I'll just say it. It looks like an elephant. Looks like one. I'm not saying it is, but check it. Check it. I know it could be ribbing from layers of volcanic layering, but I mean, that doesn't look like it to me. It looks like a shadow, obviously, but again, things can be baked and scrubbed. That looks like it possibly could be skin, and this could be the speckling above the eyes where the hair was. Okay, let's actually look that up right now. I'll have to. Oh, did I lose all my stuff? Oh no, I did not. Okay, great. We'll have to open up a new one. I gotta get through this. This isn't really in my outline, but the speckling on top of the eye is what got me from the hair. That's very, very detailed. This doesn't really look real. There you go. Speckling, similar. Look at that. See them? See the dots? Okay. See it? I'm not saying it is. I'm saying it certainly looks like something similar. And then you got stuff like this again. I mean, is this hidden? I don't know, terraformage? Similar feature. And again, where does this go? Looks like possibly another snout. I mean, you know, it's certainly peculiar at the very least. Okay, South Pacific Islands, Elephant Island, Herd Island. Names certainly do have meaning. Plain sight. Plane. Other channels to go check out real quick for Titan stuff. Obviously that channel. Obviously this channel. Of course, he's big time into like the tree of life. Everything's gigantic biology as well. The whole place could be trees. Buttes could be trees. But my man's got to change his oh, Wise Up. That's Wise Up. That's Stellium7. I guess you can't see it, so I'll just say it. I hate to do this to you. I'm sorry, very sorry. I didn't realize it was that blurry. So you have Stellium7, Wise Up. Needs to change his name to Cheer Up, I think. Friendly ball busting there, buddy. Mudfossil, obviously. Mudfossil University. Tyson's Mudfossil Adventures. New Earth is a great one. Global Vision is a great one. Again, this is like giant biology research, Titan research, okay? Not necessarily what would be directly mudflood or Tartaria, though they are, I believe, related. Anyway, there you go. So, here we go. This is where the real juice and gravy comes in. Again, I cited Roger, a Mudfossil. He goes over time and time again how the dragon in North Africa. We all, if you know Roger, you know the dragon in North Africa. You know the dragon in North Africa. I'm not going to get into it. You can go look it up yourself. He says that this is a dragon. And again, you know, we're all chipping at the stone to reveal the truth here. Wise Up thinks that this is all a composite image, and we can't even rely on it because this is not real to begin with. I mean, I agree with that assessment as far as if this is a plane, I believe, and I understand his argument. Wise Up. He says that you can't trust what Roger's saying, in not so many words, because this is all composite anyway. I hear what he's saying, but I believe that Roger may be right about that. Well, let's get into this. As far as gigantic biology, talking about dragons, talking about Ovid and metamorphosis. Before I get too long in the tooth in this video, right now we are over Libya. Get your bearings. I'm going to not go too fast, but I'm going to explain what I see here. Roger put me onto this on a video a long time ago. He didn't go into it, I don't think. If you can find it, that'd be great. And he did it first. He always does this kind of stuff first. That's where I get these, and Wise Up as well, and all the other channels. I get all my information as far as mud fossils from all those channels. So anyway, see where I'm going here. Okay. Let's get a good look at that. Yolkish. You know, like I said, I'm not a geologist, nor am I a biologist, but old rivers, I'm not sure what that would be, okay? But I can tell you what it looks like. Let's get familiarized with what this is. This is just a diagram of an, searched egg yolk for a chicken. Okay. See the general shape, and keep in mind the fluidity of yolk. Okay, let's get you thinking a certain way here. That's an egg. This is the uterus, the uterine wall. I think you understand what I was getting at with comparing this to the image on GE. Let's take that a little further. Keeping in mind gigantic biology, possibly. I mean, where does it come from? The Earth itself? Paying attention to the endometrium wall. The wall right there that the egg attaches itself to. That's endometrium. Endometrium microscope. See how that's the color of that? Or the layout of that. See that? That would be endometrium under a microscope. As you can see the search. Well, let's go back here. Endometrium under a microscope. Again, it just looks similar to me. So I guess what I'm saying is, being that this looks like it could be an egg, possibly tracking across to the endometrium wall to attach, to be fertilized as a possible dragon embryo egg. I'm just saying, at this point in time, with the Great Awakening, and nothing is off the table. I am not taking this off the table. I'm not saying that it's actually happening right now. I think it could be fossilized, petrified, long old. But again, I think I just laid out a good possibility here for you that that's what it might be. I mean, what's this feature here? Is that the tube that goes up? We don't know how it would be shaped if it is a dragon. I mean, my word. Certainly does look similar, and now you can do your own research because you know how I did it, and I showed you what I did. I mean, that looks, that little, that U thing in the center of an egg embryo. What is that? Alien or a potato bug? If that's geology, I'd love to see you in the comments. So that's that. Dragon in North Africa from Roger, a mud fossil. It could be all composite, could be fake. And now taking that into mind, you know how Roger says that's dragon, and how Wise Up completely disagrees with it, but Wise Up still agrees with, thinks that this place is the whole place was a tree, and everything is a tree, and I guess maybe abiotic life. That's certainly a possibility too. All the layering could be growth rings. The buttes and those flat things out west here in America could be ancient trees. I have literature in my grandfather's library that lends credence to that there used to be huge trees in the Amazon. 15 men standing arm to arm couldn't even touch their arms around them. So again, it can't be taken off the table at this point, especially when we're picking in pieces from all together. And I mean, you know, I don't even know what is this stuff, you know? Yolk, who knows? Like, what's that, the tail? I'd love to hear your opinions and thoughts on this. And then I'm gonna, let's end by putting a face on some of this. I understand that this could be all composite images. I don't believe in the globe theory. But why would they leave this in there then? You can look this up yourself. Clearly, what does that resemble? I originally seen this on a show on History Channel. I believe it was called What on Earth, and they would do quote-unquote satellite images of cool things showing on the Earth, and they would explain what it is. And this is just explained, they say, by, in what you'd say, the academic world or mainstream academia. This is just formed from erosion. These are all valleys, but in the area that it's in, I believe that's very, very heavy native area, Native American. And it looks native. That's why I say that, with the headdress and everything. Very, very interesting. So to get on the thread of gigantic biology, and starting off with Stellium7 and the Monsko and the Oliphants and the possible dragon and the dragon embryo, the realm as opposed to the globe, in my opinion, is entirely more interesting. And again, as far as the Wise Up and Mudfossil thing, yeah, Roger still believes in space. I don't at all, and I'm not ashamed to say it at all. The size of the creatures that Roger posits that are here, this system of the size of what they purport the globe is, I don't think would support that size. Like the dragon in North Africa, I mean, too big for this system as far as the globe model, in my opinion. But here we go, another cool feature. That looks like a scorpion, doesn't it? These things, see where I am? The Aleutian Islands. Just interesting. Yeah. Very interesting. Gigantic biology or geology. Take your pick. Go do the research on your own. I think I've showed you some good information here, I hope. Thumbs up, share it out, and feedback is always welcome. Rip me apart, constructive criticism, I'll take it all. I'm going to sign out on that. Take care, God bless. Berserker Bear will report back soon.